What's up, everybody? Tiffany Outdoors here today. I want to attempt to save one of my fish. There's the hawk. Before there was a Tiffany Outdoors, there was Tiffany the farmer.
On a U-turn when possible.
No, we're not U-turning.
Hi. Hi, what are you doing? Hi, baby. What?
This girl here, look at her. This, with her swimming with her head down, this is a swim bladder issue. Let me tell you what happened. So yesterday when I fed these fish, there was only like a lot of crumbs in the bottom of the canister, so I just poured all of them in. There was teeny tiny crumbs that just covered the whole surface, so I figured I'll go ahead and empty that out, give them the crumbs and let them have it, and then I'll refill it with some not so crumbly tiny flakes of food. And that was a mistake. I should not have done that, and I'm hoping that my mistake didn't cost this fish her life. I'm gonna do something to try and help fix that. I'm gonna tell you that, but don't do that, because what happens is they'll gulp, 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 and they start swallowing a lot of air, and the air presses on the swim bladder, and then it makes it hard for their swim bladder to give them the correct buoyancy that they're supposed to have, and it could also cause constipation. So what we're gonna do is I got 2 buckets. I'm gonna put dechlorinated water in both buckets, and then you put a tablespoon of Epsom salt. It has to be Epsom salt. A tablespoon for 1 gallon. Leave her in there 10-15 minutes, and then do another salt bath that's a quarter of a tablespoon and water, and leave her in there 5 minutes, and then we'll put her back in the tank and let's see how she does. Alright, let me go get the water ready and I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. Salt bath number 1. Get this timer started. She was actually kind of hard to catch. Camera's having a hard time picking her up. There we go. She's still struggling. You see, she did poop a little bit right there. I'm hoping this helps her. I was trying to look at her. She doesn't look bloated. But I really do hope this works. And guys, this is totally my fault. I did not know that this could happen. It was a mistake. But I'm hoping that this saltwater bath helps this girl out. Alright, we'll leave her in there 15 minutes and then move her to the next bath for 5 minutes. She was able to right herself a few minutes. She's been in there about 3 minutes now. She was able, not a few minutes, she was able to right herself for a few seconds. She's still struggling to right herself. Look at that. She's upright. It's the most upright I've seen her. Look at that. Hey. Oh my gosh, she's swimming normally, y'all. I may not have to leave her in there for a whole 15 minutes. Oh my goodness. And I guess maybe I'll just leave her in here for 10 minutes. Alright, if anything changes, I'll come back. Look at that, y'all. She's swimming upright. She has about 4 more minutes in this. I'm only going to do it for 10 minutes total. And then she'll go into the next bath for 5 minutes and then back into the tank. She's looking better already. Much better. Let's see if I can put some light on there. There we go. That's better, huh? She's already swimming way better than she was. She's got 3 more minutes. Then we'll switch her out and put her in the next bucket, which has way less salt in it, to reacclimate her. And mollies are okay in brackish water. Brackish being has a little bit of salinity to it. They're able to survive salt water. Probably not as salty as the ocean, but probably just a little bit of salt won't hurt them. Look at that. Wow. She's already swimming much better. Not quite 100%. I would say she's right now at about 75% better. She can actually right herself up. She was struggling so hard to be upright. She was fine yesterday afternoon. Got up this morning and she was vertical. Alright. She's got about another 30 seconds in this one, and I'm going to turn this camera off, switch the buckets, and get her into the next bath. Be right back. There you go, girl. She's still struggling a little bit. Not as bad as she was. Alright, we'll leave her in this bath for 5 minutes. And then the next step is putting her back into the tank. Got 5 minutes in this and back in the tank. Look at her, she's swimming upright now. She wasn't swimming upright when I first put her in. She looks a lot better. A lot better. Of course, her mate is picking at her. And she's still struggling, y'all. She swam really good in the bucket. This is a little disheartening. She swam just fine in the bucket. I'll give her a little bit and see if maybe she rights herself. She's still having a hard time. Well, that was really disappointing. She was swimming just fine in the bucket, and then when I put her back in the tank, she went back to swimming with her head down again. I'm going to turn off these lights, and we'll see how she's doing in the morning. I may have to do another bath for her, another salinity bath for her tomorrow. Fingers crossed she makes it through this. We'll see. But I'll keep you guys posted. Since she was doing so well in the bucket before I put her back in, and then she reverted back upside down or in the vertical head down position, I'm going to do this. Alright, I have a bucket here. And I've added another gallon of fresh water in there and half of the salt water that was in there. Put that in there, and then I've got an air stone, and I'm going to hook up a pump. I got a pump here with a one-way valve so that if there is an electrical outage that it won't back siphon and get into the pump. So I'm going to hook this up right quick and then get her in there. I may have to weight down that air stone. Yeah, got an air stone in there. Alright, let me hook that up and I'll be right back. Got the air stone on in there, and I had to weigh it down with some rocks on that side. So let me go ahead and get this fish, get this girl, and get her in there, and hopefully she'll right herself right side up again. Let's see. There we go. She's still struggling a little bit. I really hope this helps her. That pump is super quiet. I can't even hear the pump. I can hear the bubbles coming out of there. Can't even hear that at all. And this is a Tetra air pump. The shape of silence. And it's super silence for up to 10 gallons. Alright, I don't see her. I know she's in there. I think she's underneath the air stone. Okay, I'm going to leave her in here for... Actually, I'm going to leave her in here overnight. Yeah, I'm going to leave her in there overnight and check again tomorrow. I hope this helps her, especially with that fungus stuff that's on her tail now. Her tail looks all weird and stuff. She's not constipated because she is going to the bathroom. She actually was going when I pulled her out of the tank. So she's not constipated, so I don't have to worry about that. I think it's just waiting until all that food works its way through her system and clears totally out so that there's nothing in there. And then I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that her air bladder is able to get back to its normal position in her stomach. And hopefully, I'm just hoping she's just maybe full of too much air in her stomach and it displaced her air bladder. Poor girl. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying so hard to save this fish. Alright. there's any improvement before tomorrow, I'll let you guys know. And if she gets worse or she dies, of course, I'm going to let you guys know.